Of doing my latest video, which is a comic book review of a DC book, no less, at the time of this recording, and I got interrupted by an alert. Official Dark Crisis is DC's next tentpole event after the death of the Justice League. So, Justice League not appearing in the story. This is going to be a post-death of the Justice League. From what I'm gathering, I think the people that kill the Justice League are kind of part of the villains of this story. Because I see here like Darkseid and his little bunch of losers here that I think are going to be the ones that take out the Justice League. But we'll have to wait and see. So what do we know about this? Well, let's just kind of look at the promo art here, which I don't know if whether or not this will be a cover. I hear there's going to be a zero issue that's going to be part of Free Comic Book Day to lead into this. So I think that's probably what this is going to be the art for. But anyway, so it's a nice image, and look who we got front and center here. It's our boy, John Kent, the worst part of DC Comics right there. And I don't want to go too far into why that is, 'cause that's actually the video I'm recording right now. But yeah, John Kent is just the worst. So, and if we're going to have a new Justice League here taking over, I see we've got, who do we got here? We've got, obviously, John. We've got Jessica Cruz and Hal Jordan here, so we've got double Green Lantern representation. Here's Black Adam, which, nice to reveal who the one survivor of that Justice League story is in promo art, fellas. Thanks for that spoiler. And Shazam. We got Shazam and Black Adam here. We've got Yara Flor. I'm actually a big fan of this character, but they canceled her comic. We got a Flash here. I'm not sure which Flash this is. I think it's Barry, because last I checked, I thought that Wally was running with the League these days. So I'm guessing this is going to be Barry Allen down here. I see Damian Wayne. We got Nightwing here. Then we kind of branch off. We got the Teen Titans, and then just kind of yada yada. I see Kara, old Supergirl, over here. If we're gonna head up a new Justice League, I would think Kara would be the one to step up. She's like the next most senior of the Superman family. I mean, definitely more powerful than John, according to the Flashpoint storyline. So why are we getting this kind of second-rate Kryptonian here when we've got an actual thoroughbred just kind of chilling her heels on the bench? But, whatever. If history tells us anything, Supergirls don't fare well in crisis stories. So maybe it's best that she's sitting this one out a little bit. So what do we know about this story? Publishers formally revealed that writer Joshua Williamson and artist Danielle I apologize, Daniel. Sampierre. I'm sure I did say said your name wrong. You deserve better commentary than that, probably. We'll team up to create a love letter to the DCU in a monthly 7-issue Dark Crisis series launching in June 30th, or in June, 30 years in the making. Apologize. The limited series will be preceded by 2 specials, Dark Crisis number 0, which will be a Free Comic Book Day special edition. That will be available for readers May 7th, which is Free Comic Book Day, which I believe is the day after Doctor Strange comes out. May 31st, Justice League Road to Crisis number 1, which will be a one-shot, and that will not be a free book. As he teased earlier this week on Twitter, Williamson describes Dark Crisis as an epic... this is a distracting pause. As an epic DCU event about legacy that spins out of the Justice League number 75's death of the Justice League. So yeah, that Darkseid crew is probably the guys who snuffed the League out. And connects the story thread since 2021's Infinite Frontier. So this is a lot of blah, blah, blah. I did find some details down here. Here we go. Somewhat in a surprise, DC has revealed that Pariah, a key character to the original 1985 Crisis on Infinite Earths by Marv Wolfman and George Perez, who last appeared in an epilogue in Infinite Frontier number 6, is the main villain. For those of you who don't recall Pariah, he is a purple-haired crybaby. His purpose was, he was a scientist. He discovered the antimatter universe. He set the anti-monitor loose. And his whole, now penance for what he had done was he precedes the anti-monitor going into each world in the multiverse, each universe that the anti-monitor was going to convert to antimatter and devour. And so his like penance was just to watch universes die over and over and over again. That was Pariah, and he just kind of would show up. He'd be really upset. Anti-Monitor would show up like a big cosmic force, destroy the world. Pariah would teleport out just before the end, and the process would start over. So now apparently Pariah is suffering from a bit of PTSD, and yeah, he's going to appear. He's using the Great Darkness as a weapon to bring his multiverse, now dubbed Multiverse 2, to the greater DC Omniverse. Back from obliteration, the Mad Pariah wants to destroy Earth Zero, known as Earth Prime, or the main DCU Earth, in his quest for rebirth and vengeance. Why does he want to get revenge on anybody other than the Anti-Monitor, who last I checked was dead? That's the guy who was doing it to him. So we'll have to find that out. Isn't that the plot of Metal? Wasn't that what was happening? The Dark Multiverse was trying to come into the Prime universe and take over or something like that. So this seems like a very much the same event we just had, except the Justice League is dead and we've got the second tier superheroes are going to be taking the reins on this one. So what do we think of Dark Crisis? They say this is a love letter to DC fans. I'm not overly excited. I mean, so what are we looking at here? Let's break this down. So the Justice League is gone. So other than Yara Flor, I'm not really involved or invested in any characters that are going to be involved in this story. I don't understand why John Kent doesn't just, walk right up to Darkseid and put his finger right in Darkseid's chest and say, you got to do better. And just ends the story right there. It does the same to Pariah. Come on, Pariah. Be better than this. Why are you judging things by how they appear, not how they are? Actually, I know why he's not doing those things. He's probably actually just going to be with his activist group, and they're just going to march in protest and organize a walkout in defiance of Darkseid's orders. There it is. So that's going to be John Kent's part in the storyline, because just to always remember, John Kent is the worst. So whatever the worst course of action is, that's what he's going to do. But other than that, I don't care. I mean, DC Comics has been such a dumpster fire for so long now, and the Omniverse to me is just such a crash and burn. And the fact that they make a point in this article to say this is not a reboot and not a rewrite, which is really the only thing I would have liked to have heard, which is, we're scrapping this mess and we're going to start over from scratch. And I am somebody who hates reboots and all of that nonsense. I think that the endless reboot is DC's problem, but looking at the DC world as a whole, throw this crap right in the fire, burn it with fire, move on. Let's get back to what actually DC is supposed to be, which is decent character or good characters, tight continuity, stories that actually are entertaining, and not the dreck that they're putting out these days. So, Dark Crisis, number 1. Do like this villain team, though. Who do we got here? Yeah, Darkseid, Necron, Eclipso. I don't know the rest. Elkhorn Man. Doomsday, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know if you're excited for the Dark Crisis. Does this at all reinvigorate your love for DC Comics if you had lost it before, or is this just something that you're gonna let pass by and just kind of leave it alone on the comic book shelves? So let me know in the comments below. We'll go ahead and talk all things Dark Crisis and all things DC Comics, and let me know your thoughts. How do you think John Kent would solve the problem of Dark Crisis, the Mad Pariah, and the merging multiverse? I am sticking with organizing a walkout, protesting it, then at his crescendo, putting his index finger right in Pariah's chest and telling him, you need to do better. That's my prediction for how this is going to end. Unofficial. That's my unofficial prediction. So, so let's sound off in the comments down below. While you're down there, please hit like and subscribe. The channel's really growing a lot these days. I super appreciate it. I'd love to have you guys all as a subscriber here on the channel. Check to make sure you're still subscribed, and I will talk to you on the next video. Talk to you then. Bye.